Yeah, I felt good, honestly. I mean, I was out for nearly 10 weeks, like 9 to 10 weeks. So I think I did it pretty well in a way as well. The strategy, like Greg said it before the match, and you saw it. No, he took us out three players, three front players, and give the chance to another players because, of course, the games that we have ahead, against Houston on Wednesday, and then we need to go to Minnesota. So three games in 7 days. It's a tough week, and for me especially because I'm coming back from a difficult injury. It was I think a pretty good strategy. So yeah, I mean, I felt well. The result was good. I think the people who came in as well. We have a very complete squad right now. Without injuries and bad injuries, we'll see how Derek is, but I think he's going to be all right. But then after that, I think it was a good point against Colorado. You know that they are in a pretty good form. The altitude over there. Then the first half it was so hot as well, and then like I said, they were in a pretty good form. That's why they are. I mean, they win the match that they haven't played, they're going to be on top of that conference. So I mean, I think it was a good point for us, a good result. But obviously, we can improve so much more in our performances, not only individually but as a collective, as a group.
And I know while you were away, you prioritized still being a leader and a voice in this locker room, whether the finishes were disappointing or exciting. Why was that important to you, and how did you keep in touch with the team, even though your presence may not have been on the field?
I mean, and honestly, from the most humble place, is like I know my value. I know that I'm an important player, but like the other 23 players, we have our uniqueness, we have our qualities. Each one of us, probably, I'm as you know, I'm a very loud guy. There are other ones that are more like an introvert. They don't speak that much. I'm a guy who likes to speak, to communicate a lot in a way, but everything from the place of seeing it that the best for the team, because I don't need credit. I don't want credit. I don't need personal awards. I don't want that, because what I want is the sixth championship for these organizations, and for that I know that I'm not better, I'm not worse than anyone over here, and we all have just different roles. So that's the only thing that is in my mind, and with my uniqueness, with my personality, I try to just express, to try to share. If I have knowledge that it could help, if I have words that it could inspire, that by my example, by my professionalism inside and outside the pitch, I mean, I'm just trying to do the best as I can, and that's the only thing that I want to share honestly to all my teammates, to all the people around here. Is like, we all need to try to do our best, to try to be the best version of ourselves, and then from that put in service to the organization, to try to win the titles, because everyone over here, even the marketing guy, the press guys, everyone over here are working for the same goal, that we want to see Galaxy in the MLS Final Cup and lifting that trophy.
And last one for me here. What will it mean to you to take the pitch in front of the Galaxy fans again for the first time in a while?
Oh, looking forward. I'm very excited, very motivated, and I just want to go over there to try to do my best, and hopefully we can get the 3 points against a very difficult team as Houston.
Thanks, Javi. We'll see you on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday.
Maybe we'll go with Josh Guzman, corner of the Galaxy next. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Javi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
With this injury being it was a repeat injury, was there any sort of tendency to maybe, think the worst? It was almost 2 months out last time. You come back, like you said, 12 weeks. Was there a tendency to sort of fall back into maybe some of the stuff that was last year? And was it frustrating being week to week? It seemed like every week we would say, yes, he's getting better, but he's not quite ready.
I mean, it wasn't the same injury as before. It was a complete different one. It was in the same leg, but a different muscle. Of course, it was because in the way of the load and the games that I was playing, and then as well because I have a scar tissue in that leg that make a little bit more complicated, or affect a little bit, so my injury can happen. It was a complete different one, and I mean, it's an injury. It's like sometimes you cannot prevent over that. There are things that you're doing in the best way, but that's part of the job. That's part of this sport. too. You know, you can see the Olympic athletes too. They prepare for 4 years and they are ready, and then suddenly they can get injured in the competition. You know, you cannot prevent sometimes. In my opinion, I think we all did, because I don't want to blame anyone. I don't think it was an injury to blame a fitness guy, to blame myself, to blame the manager, to blame someone. I think we are over that. We're so responsible, all of us, that we're in the place that we know we can do better every single time, not even when you get injured as well. Right now, for example, I can do better. I can, each day I wake up and I try to be the best version of myself. So, I mean, the past is the past. It's done. I was away for 9 weeks almost, and then my team did pretty well. They hang there, and I'm just trying to come and help my team, because I don't think I'm the solution. I don't think I'm going to be the hero over here. I'm just one more player trying to do the best as he can to make this team improve better, and then hopefully with goals, with assets, with performances, in any way, I'm just trying to do my best, because I want to get back all the confidence, all the trust, and all the positive vibes and everything this organization is always giving to me.
Thanks, Javi.
You're welcome.
We'll go with Larry Morgan next. Larry, go ahead.
Hi, Javi. Welcome back. Thanks for taking our
Thank you.
questions. I have a two-part question. The first part is, when you were working to return from the injury, was there ever a time where you thought you might not be able to be able to be back this season?
No,
Did it ever get that frustrating or that depressing?
no, not at all. No.
Okay. What kept
Sorry,
you-
but it's like, no,
or
it
what
never
kept
happened
you
in my
op-
mind that it was
what
going to be an
kept you
injury. Like,
optimistic that you would make it back?
sorry, can you repeat?
What kept you confident that you would make it back?
The passion, the love, and the reality and certainty that it was an injury with a period of time, and we just need to be patient for that period of time, and that sooner or later that time will pass by, and I was going to be ready.
Okay, and the second question is, as you were watching the team basically as a fan during the 12 games that you missed, what were your thoughts on the team? How were they looking? What were your overall thoughts on the team? And now
Good.
that you're back, have those thoughts
Good,
changed?
very good. Trying to do the best every single game, every single time. But yeah, I mean, it's not an excuse, and people were going to think that after the response that I'm going to give. But I mean, it's the first time we're being involved, all of us, and probably on Houston. It's going to be the first time. I hope Derek is fine. That it's going to be the whole squad healthy, without suspension, like everyone. You know, it's being always injuries, international games, people coming, for example, like Nico. I haven't played with Nico, for example. I haven't trained with Nico, for example, since he arrived. So I mean, those are factors that they need to be like taken in consideration, and that's not an excuse. But I mean, the team is doing pretty well. Last year, we weren't not even half of what we're doing right now. We are fourth in the conference, in my opinion, what is the most complicated conference of both of them. Sorry to the East Coast, but that's my opinion. So we're trying to do as best as we can. We're top four. I was out for 10 weeks, international. Like I told you, I think we should get a little more credit. I'm not saying that we already done. We already had the perfect season. We already like can celebrate and stuff like that. It's just like, I think the team is doing pretty well, but the most challenging, the most attractive thing is like we still could do much better, way better. I think our ceiling, we're not even scratching the ceiling or the surface as how good this team it could be. So imagine if we are like that in fourth position in our conference. It's the first year with Greg, with the whole staff. It's going to be the first week with the whole team. I mean, honestly, LA Galaxy is doing pretty well, and hopefully we can do it better. And then in the end, the results and everything is going to tell, yeah, you were wrong. Okay, we were wrong. We go ahead. We go again. And like Giannis said it when he won the championship in the NBA. What's next? The next one. It's like success is like that. It's just last 1 day, 2 days at most, and you need to keep going. That like life. So I mean, I think LA Galaxy is doing pretty well. I want to say that words as well in my teammates and everyone in the LA Galaxy organization here is like, we're doing good, of course. Good enough to be champions? We don't know. We'll see. We're trying to be as good as we can to bring one more star to this batch.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Gracias, Javi. Ahora
De nada.
cambiaremos a las preguntas en español.
Va.
Empezamos con Eduard Kawich de LA Times en español. Eduardo,
Va,
adelante.
que va.
¿Qué tal, Javier?
¿Qué
Muy
ole?
buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Javier, en
Dime.
estos tiempos para nosotros es algo difícil porque no vemos muchos entrenamientos y no vemos el ánimo de los equipos.
Ajá.
Sabemos que en el Galaxy pues han pasado cosas muy difíciles con Jonah, con Sebastián. ¿Cómo has visto tú el ánimo? ¿Tú crees que ha afectado eso el grupo? ¿Crees que lo ha fortalecido? ¿O has visto un cambio con todo lo que ha pasado con el Galaxy?
Fortalecimiento y mucha valentía y mucho amor, particularmente, como tú bien los mencionaste, sobre Sebas y sobre Jonah, de cómo han manejado toda la situación y lo están haciendo de la mejor manera posible. Y créeme que, al fin de cuentas, simple y sencillamente esos momentos, si los canalizamos de una muy buena manera, todo se puede ver de una manera más positiva. Obviamente que son momentos complicados y principalmente para ellos, para todos nosotros, pero la verdad creo que eso nos puede motivar, nos puede alentar aún muchísimo más a poder llegar a cumplir nuestros sueños y nuestros objetivos.
Gracias.
De nada.
Gracias, Eduard. Vamos con Rodrigo Serrano de Diario AS. Rodrigo, adelante.
Hola Javier, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué huele?
Bueno, soy que los fans van a poder disfrutar y el Galaxy para que los puedas ayudar. Mi pregunta es, en comparación del año pasado a este año, ¿cómo manejaste el tema de la lesión mentalmente? Porque vimos que fuiste, pues ponías muchos posts en Instagram para que, como que informándonos de que sigues trabajando. ¿Qué tan diferente fue ese proceso?
Me gusta mucho la información de cómo seguirles informando. Yo la verdad que nada más mis redes sociales las utilizo para compartir mi vida. Yo creo mucho que en este mundo o en estos tiempos lo que más nos hace falta es vulnerabilidad, y lo único que quiero mostrar es que soy Javier, soy un humano y tengo gustos, tengo hobbies, tengo prioridades, y simple y sencillamente quiero mostrar lo que se me antoje ahí mostrar sin ningún afán. Simple y sencillamente lo estoy disfrutando, y estoy disfrutando compartiéndolo a la gente, porque lo único que le quiero decir, como también ahorita aprovecho en palabras o todo eso, es que todos somos humanos, todos valemos lo mismo. Aquí simple y sencillamente lo más importante es no juzgarnos, respetarnos y verle el lado bueno a todos los motivos y a todas las situaciones. Como la pregunta anterior, conforme con lo de Jonah y lo de Sebas, algo que estoy aprendiéndoles muchísimo es cómo están manejando toda esa situación, cómo lo están canalizando de una manera positiva y sacándole el mayor provecho posible. Así que simple y sencillamente es lo que yo decido hacer. Y ya entrar, perdón que no es que vaya a evadir tu pregunta, pero bueno, estamos a la mitad casi, ya llegando casi al final, entre comillas, a mi segunda temporada, y el cómo manejé lo anterior a lo ahorita y compararlo, créeme que simple y sencillamente hay una palabra que es fundamental y que te voy a hacer la historia un poquito más corta, pero es responsabilidad. Comparándome el año pasado ahora, he asumido muchísima responsabilidad y simple y sencillamente quiero plasmarla en los entrenamientos, en mi vida, en el cual quiero vivir, crear la vida que me merezco y que quiero yo vivir, simple y sencillamente porque no depende de nadie más, y no quiero ni culpar a nadie más cuando las cosas van bien y cuando las cosas no van tan bien. Uno es responsable de nuestra vida y de nuestra realidad.
Vamos con Mónica Delgado. Mónica, adelante.
Gracias, Vicky. Hola, Javier, te
Hola.
saluda Mónica Delgado de pasefiltrado.com. Antes de tu lesión estabas teniendo una formidable temporada con el Galaxy y eras líder de goleo en la MLS. Luego de perderte más de 10 juegos con el equipo, mentalmente, ¿cómo te sentís en tu regreso y cómo está tu motivación para volver a ser el primer lugar de goleo? Gracias.
A ver, para ser el primer lugar de goleo, no, créeme que en ninguna parte de que he jugado fútbol, o sea, y la verdad que suena muy paradójico, pero sé que es una de las maneras que puedo ayudar mucho a mi equipo, pero yo nunca he jugado por hacer goles y nada más llevarme los títulos personales, ni mucho menos. Créeme que, y te lo digo ahorita y te lo firmo, de nada me serviría el quedar campeón goleador y quedar eliminados en playoffs y no ser campeón, y preferiría cambiar eso con tal de conseguir la sexta estrella para esta institución. Y también me llama la atención cómo a veces se puede interpretar como si la temporada ya hubiera acabado y son dos, ¿no? Como que tenía y ahorita no tengo. Al fin de cuentas, también en números y todo eso, nada más he jugado 11 partidos, llevo 10 goles, llevo una asistencia. Así que también lo he tratado de hacer de la mejor manera. Las lesiones, las situaciones a veces pasan, pero como siempre lo he dicho, por eso cuando caen todos los goles o cuando estoy bien, ni me siento el mejor jugador, ni lo trato de estar presumiendo, ni mucho menos. Ni ahorita también cuando he estado 8 o 9 semanas fuera, significa que ya se me olvidó cómo jugar o que ya la temporada haya cambiado. Aquí lo más importante es enfocarnos en el LA Galaxy, en lo que haga el equipo, que soy una pieza importante en esta institución como lo son los otros 23, 24, 25 compañeros míos, toda la gente que trabaja aquí en las instalaciones, el staff, el cuerpo médico, los entrenadores, todos. Aquí todos valemos lo mismo, todos estamos enfocados en el mismo objetivo, que es el poder llevar a esta familia a su sexta estrella, que es lo que más nos motiva y lo que más nos ilusiona.
Vamos con una última con Juan Martín. Juan Martín, adelante.
Hola, Javier.
¿Qué onda?
Preguntarte, hace ratito hablabas de tus motivaciones, qué tanto la selección mexicana sigue estando entre ellas, sobre todo porque las últimas semanas sigue siendo mencionado, como que la gente también espera a qué pasa. ¿Qué tanto sigue siendo una motivación para ti?
Yo obviamente el tema de la selección mexicana, como todo fanático mexicano, siempre le vamos a desear lo mejor, que le vaya de la mejor manera. Tengo ya muchísimo tiempo sin ir, y bueno, yo siempre trataré de hacerlo de la mejor manera, de lo que me toque a mí como futbolista, y ya de ahí ya veremos qué vaya sucediendo poco a poco, porque esa situación no está en mis manos.
¿Te sorprende que la gente te mencione cada vez más?
La verdad, y te lo digo honestamente y con todo el respeto, no sé si me mencionan o no veo mucha prensa, no veo muchísimas noticias. Créeme que estoy enfocadísimo en mi vida, en mi rutina, en los detalles, en cada día lo que estoy haciendo, en también los proyectos que tengo fuera de mi profesión, con mis hijos, todo lo que me rodea, que al fin de cuentas sé como desde que debuté, y como también me lo enseñó mi abuelo y como me lo enseñó mi padre, que obviamente te le debes al 100 a tu equipo, y que bueno, que obviamente la selección siempre es un plus y es un extra, que siempre es como una recompensa a tu esfuerzo y a tu trabajo, y que si se da, bienvenido sea, pero que si no, pues también tienes que seguir trabajando y que la vida sigue.